Today's prayer meditation is on Proverbs 26. Father, your word warns me against fools, laziness, and hypocrites. I know it is not wise to promote or honor a fool. It would be as out of place as snow in the summer or rain at harvest time. A horse can be guided with a whip or a bit in its mouth, and a donkey can be directed with a bridle. But how do you lead a rebellious fool? I use wisdom when dealing with a fool. I do not respond to the words of a fool with more foolish words. That would make me as foolish as he is. Instead, if I'm asked a silly question, I answer it with your words of wisdom. Then the fool won't think he's so clever. I seek wise counsel from those who serve you, Father. I would never choose a fool to represent me. It would be asking for trouble. I may as well cut off my own feet. I don't put my trust in the words of a fool. They are as useless as the legs of a crippled man. The statements a fool makes hurt others like a thorn bush brandished by a drunk. Honoring a fool would only backfire, like tying a stone in a sling. I am careful who I hire. I pray over each candidate and seek your guidance. I know that being impatient and hiring any fool who comes along is like a reckless archer shooting arrows at random. Someone will get hurt every time. Fools are famous for repeating their errors, just like a dog returning to its vomit. There is only one thing worse than a fool, and that is the conceited person who thinks he knows everything. I am not lazy and do not make excuses for not being able to work. I enjoy working. Father, you ordained work when you created mankind, giving Adam and Eve the job of caring for and expanding the garden. I don't understand those who will not work. As a door is hinged to the wall, so a lazy man is hinged to his bed, tossing back and forth instead of getting up and finding work to do. I work to feed myself and my family, and to provide a roof over our heads. Work provides an avenue for you to bless me, Father, and you said that you would bless everything I put my hands to. I am not self-righteous, believing I'm smarter than 7 wise counselors who tell me the truth. I listen to their advice, and if it lines up with your word, Father, I take it and apply it. I do not meddle in a quarrel that is none of my business. I'd have better luck grabbing a stray dog by its ears. I watch my words, and I do not lie. I would be like a maniac shooting flaming arrows of death if I deceived my neighbor and then tried to pass it off as just a joke. I avoid strife. I know that it opens the door for the enemy to do his evil work. Just as a fire goes out without any wood, I do not add fuel to gossip and quarrels, but let them die out. Adding an argument to the mix would only stoke the fire and keep the strife alive. Words of gossip are like choice morsels. They go down easy, but are just as easily absorbed into my innermost being. So I do not indulge in them. I know you have no use for those who gossip. Like pretty glaze covering a cheap clay pot, smooth talk can hide a corrupt heart. I do not use kind words as a cover to conceal hatred of others, and I am on guard when someone flatters me. I know hypocrisy often hides behind flattery, so I do not allow myself to be drawn in by the hypocrite with gracious speech. His act is nothing but a masquerade, covering his hatred and evil. Hypocrisy can only be hidden for a short while before it's exposed. Hatred is the root of slander, and insecurity is the root of flattery. I do not seek the favor of men, Father. I only desire your favor. The wicked may try to curse me, but your favor is my shield, and an undeserved curse is powerless to harm me. It might flutter around my head like a sparrow or a darting swallow, but it won't find a place to land. In you, I'm safe and secure from harm. So be it. Until next time, be blessed and be a blessing.